Preachers must submit sermon for approval in Niger State. In Niger State, a major policy decision by the government is generating heated conversations across religious and political circles. Governor Umar Bago has directed that all religious preachers in the state must now submit their sermons for approval before addressing their congregations. The policy, according to the governor, is designed to regulate preaching and prevent the spread of messages that could incite violence, radicalization, or public disorder. The governor made the clarification during his appearance on TVC's Politics on Sunday, responding to widespread claims that his administration had completely banned evangelism. Governor Bago stressed that the government is not against religious practice, but only seeking order. In his words, "I didn't ban evangelism. For everyone going to sermon on Friday, he should bring his scriptures for review, and it's normal. Even in Saudi Arabia, this is done. We cannot say because you have been given the opportunity to be a cleric, you will go out and preach the gospel that is anti-people, anti-government, and you think it's normal." The governor further explained that the move was a preventive step against indoctrination, noting that his administration is working closely with security agencies, including the Department of State Services, the Nigeria Police, the Civil Defense Corps, and the military, to ensure compliance.
For the non-kinetic approach is that we have been able to deliver so many people from ignorance. A lot of scholarship about extremism has been frustrated and foiled. They've been doing a lot of evangelism in terms of creating hatred among people and government. But by the grace of God now we have gotten a lot of those people, neutralized. Again, with the security agencies across the country, we have been able.
Governor, was that why you banned evangelism in your state? Because
I did not ban the evangelism, and has nothing to do with this thing. No. The religious affairs said for anybody going to sermon on a Friday, he should bring his scriptures for review, and it's normal. Even in Saudi Arabia, it's done like that. We cannot say because you have been given opportunity to be a clergy, you go there and preach some gospels that are, anti-people, anti-government, and you think it's normal.
I thought it was because of the fear of, extremist ideology being sold to the people. And indoctrinating them.
Yeah, it's in that direction. It is in that direction. It's in that direction, We want to be able to see what they are preaching, hear what they are saying. We are working together with the security agencies, the Department of State Service, the police, the civil defense, and even the military.
Earlier, the Director General of the Niger State Religious Affairs Board, Umar Bago, had revealed that no individual would be allowed to preach in Niger State without a license. According to him, preachers have a 2-month window to apply, fill out the necessary forms, and face a screening panel before being certified to preach publicly. Bago insisted that this was not an attempt to stifle religious freedom, but a necessary step to maintain peace and unity in the state. The announcement has since drawn mixed reactions. From the Christian community, leaders of the Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, in Niger State, expressed concern that the policy could amount to an infringement on the constitutional right to freedom of religion. A CAN representative told reporters that while the church supports any measure that promotes peace, government officials must avoid turning the pulpit into a tool of political control. On the other hand, some Muslim clerics have welcomed the move. An imam in Minna noted that extremist teachings have in the past contributed to unrest in parts of northern Nigeria. He argued that a screening process for preachers would ensure that only qualified and responsible clerics are allowed to address the faithful, thereby protecting communities from misleading doctrines. Civil society groups have also entered the debate. Human rights activists caution that while regulation is important, the government must create clear guidelines and ensure transparency to avoid targeting individuals or groups based on political or religious differences. Analysts say the development reflects a broader national challenge: how to balance religious freedom with the urgent need to curb hate speech, extremism, and radical indoctrination. For ordinary residents of Niger State, reactions are divided. Some citizens support the governor's move, describing it as a bold step towards safeguarding peace. Others, however, feel it is an overreach by government into the sacred space of worship. With the 2-month deadline for compliance now in motion, many are watching to see how religious leaders will react and whether the directive will be embraced, resisted, or challenged in court. What remains clear is that Niger State has taken a step that could set a precedent for the regulation of religious preaching in Nigeria. The unfolding situation will be closely monitored, not only by residents of the state, but also by other regions grappling with similar concerns over religion, security, and public safety. Don't forget to subscribe to Casa TV on YouTube and Facebook.